Good evening from Ottawa. Wait, which 110 here? It is a lovely evening, as you can see. Some of the leaves are starting to turn. Give you a closer look. That little shock of orange right there. Yeah, the leaves are deciding it's time to rest. Time to go. Beautiful sky. The sunset way over there. Now, if hubby and I move to that building that you can see at the far end, depending on which side, we'll be able to see that sunset. And maybe even the Quebec side. That would be nice. Tomorrow is the new moon. I'm excited. So tonight I have a couple of things I'm going to read to you for Vlogtober. I believe this is the 5th. I have one is about the Carleton County Gallows, and the other is regarding the, I believe it's pronounced the Damask brothel. And let's get started. Oh yes, I was emptying up my backpack out here because it's such a nice evening. Thought I had everything out, and I didn't. I broke my pendulum. So I'm hoping, although I'm not 100% sure, that I have ordered one from Wish. I'm still going to try and use it. The little piece off the tip broke into two. I got one piece, the other one's so small I can't find it. So the little itty bitty piece I put in by my altar into the earth there. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yes, Carleton County Gallows, better known now as the Hosteling International's Ottawa Jail Hostel. The Gallows, or the jail, was built in 1862 and was said to be the best in Canada. Bytown, now Ottawa, was the most dangerous town in North America in the 1860s. There was no official police force for 40 years. Criminals were taken to the jail in Perth. Sentences less than 2 years were served at Carleton County Gallows. Longer sentences were served at Kingston Penitentiary, which is now closed, but they do offer tours there. But I don't know if it's changed, but there was a section that they were not allowing people to go through, and that was the section where Paul Bernardo had been housed. I don't know if that's changed. Prisoners being hanged would stay at Carleton County Gallows. Children would stay with their mothers in the jail. Children convicted of crimes were placed in with other inmates. No special section for them. Mentally ill were housed at Carleton waiting transfer to the asylum in Kingston. Cells are 3 feet wide by 9 feet deep. Carleton County Gallows closed in 1972 after serving for 110 years. Heritage Canada and Canadian Youth Hostels Association saved the building. Improvements were made. August 1973, it reopened. Having been included on programs and in books on paranormal, people the worldwide come in hopes of an experience. Sorry for the rustling. 4 young men from Germany are such people. They demanded a refund as they experienced nothing. It was explained they paid for sleeping accommodations, not a ghostly experience. During the argument, a penny levitated from the cash register, then fell to the floor. Needless to state, they left with their ghostly experience. A few guests wake to a figure standing or sitting reading a Bible. A woman on a ghost tour felt she was being hit on the back by several people pushing her down the back steps. 2 schoolboys were struck with nosebleeds after mocking Patrick Whalen's place of burial. In the 1980s, on death row, a hostel employee lost a finger due to a heavy steel door slamming shut. The steel door has been removed. Staff have been slapped as well. We're in the flight path. Shadow figures have been seen as well. Now, to add my own to this, when hubby and I went, we were at the back, just away from underneath where the prisoner would drop who was being hung. And I had said to him, I feel like he's buried here. Once the whole group was together, our guide said that people believe that he was buried exactly where hubby and I were standing. Crazy, huh? Also, when we were approaching the hostel, it was like something clicked, and suddenly I seen myself in clothing from the 1800s, and I was walking up the steps with some little bucket or pail in my hand or on my arm, and it was, we got tons of ladybugs. Sorry, it must be that time of year. Yeah, I had this bucket in my hand with, I believe there was food in it. I was bringing it to some gentleman, but as soon as I reached the threshold to go in, snap, I was myself again. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. Now on to the Damas brothel. French Canadians Joseph and Arthur Nadeau in 1890 founded the brothel. It is named after Joseph's wife's maiden name. Joseph passed away in 1925 at the age of 77. The brothel was closed in 1982. The top floor was for high-paying customers at $1,000 a night. The ground floor was for the white-collar workers, and the basement was for miners and lower-paying jobs. They were charged 50 cents. Ruby Gertie once owned the brothel. She passed away at the age of 94 in 1982. It is said she sold babies of the prostitutes for $500 each. She would tell the women that their child died. 3 of the women actually died from the abortions that she performed. Michael, I'm not sure the last name, so I'm not even going to attempt either of them. Michael and Travis bought the brothel. Michael passed away in 2018. And a friend, Jeannie, also helped with the running of the building. Now, on the Dead Files episode, Jeannie and Travis, which is Michael's partner, were concerned for his safety. They told of Michael being pushed in the hallway. There were also reports of tourists being pushed as well. Jeannie claimed to have bruises from the spirit herself. Now, during this episode, it came to light that Michael was a reincarnation of Joseph. Also, Jeannie was a very concerned friend. Now comes their appearance on Ghost Adventures. They mentioned at this point Michael buying Joseph's home as well, as he felt he was gravitated, he was supposed to. Now his friend Jeannie now claims to be able to speak with the spirit of the man they called the judge. She can feel when he enters a space. She also now claims to know where all the spirits in the house are. Jeannie says she was attacked in a room in the basement. It was also reported Michael had the spirit go home with him and told him to leave. He felt he was being choked. Now, when on the first program, Jeannie was very mild and concerned, as I said. Now, with the Ghost Adventures crew, she acted like a woman possessed. She was like night and day from the other program. She even mentions Michael's reincarnation as if she knew, not that she was told. My problem, once I see both of these, is it for the money that they change the stories or that they embellish them further? My question was, of course, her demeanor seeming so mild on the first program, and then, as I state, like a woman possessed in the second one, and saying she knew where he was, where the judge was, and that he didn't like Zach being there. And I mean, if she could have done this before, why did she need the Dead Files to come? She should have been able to figure it all out. But, of course, in the first one, she never mentions having any kind of gift in regards to spirit. So that's one. And I have 2 other ones that I'll be telling you about on another evening. So I hope you've all had an enjoyable day, a busy day, so that it passed quickly, and now you're at home relaxing. And I hope you've enjoyed these little facts about the Ottawa Jail Hostel. If you ever do come here, I've never stayed there myself, but I have gone on the Haunted Walk tours there 10 or 11 times to that location, and it is well worth it. They have great guides, tour guides, and I'm sure they will make it just as enjoyable for you as they have for hubby and I in the past. And also, when you go, I think you can go before and probably afterwards. They do have some souvenirs in the office location there. They have different haunted books. There are even a couple from the gentleman who established the Haunted Walk, I guess you would say. A couple that he's written in regards to Ottawa and one to Kingston. I'm hoping he'll do one for Toronto. And they have other books from other authors. They have mugs At one of the times I went, I got a tote bag. I don't know if they're doing that again. I've suggested a jacket to them. I don't know if they will. But they had other things like pencils and pens and little lanterns, so. But anyways, but it is worth going. So I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. This is my little guy from, I think, a couple of years ago. I got him at the Dollarama. I don't like the trees they have this year. They're not as spooky. And I think they're ceramic. This guy isn't. So thank you to my YouTube family for coming by this evening to hear the facts and to hear my thoughts on the Damask brothel and their 2 appearances that I know of on TV. To anybody new passing through, please check out my other videos. If there's anything there that you like, give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment, and share any of them out with someone you think may be important, that may be interested. These ladybugs are really throwing me off. They're everywhere. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yes. Check out my other videos. If you like it, thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Share them out with anyone you think would be interested. While you're here, consider subscribing. If you do, remember to click the notification bell. And here, how it plays out, it plays out. If I get distracted, I do. And what can I say? I don't edit my videos. Whatever you see is exactly what I've done. If I don't like what I've done, I redo it. Simple as that. So I hope you enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening. I hope it's a very nice one wherever you are. It's just a tad cool here. Not too bad. He's in there watching TV. The kitties are stretched out somewhere. There you go. So there's the bus stop I wait at every morning. And then the other bus stop for coming home is right out front. There's our beautiful sky. Oh boy. Possibly drunk. I'm not sure. I can understand now why that person is standing off to the side. But there you go. So, until the next time, as always, ciao for now.